What the? Hello? Anybody there? Tennis ball. Must be Edgar. Is this yours? Wait a minute. You hate tennis balls. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I made Mr. Cupcake, or also known as Carl, from the Five Nights at Freddy's series. So here's how I did it. Let's start with Mr. Cupcake's head. Here I'm going to create 4 cutouts to make a dome. I'll put a link in the description of the video I used to make this pattern. For reference, this dome will have a 6-inch diameter. I'm going to take my heat gun to the 4 cutouts and give them some bend to make it easier to glue and give them that shape we desire. We're going to be using contact cement. It's the best glue to use with foam. Take your time while doing this to match up the tick marks. Now that we have the dome created, let's cut out the eyes. I just looked at a reference photo of Mr. Cupcake and drew out a few templates for his eye shapes. Templates are your best friend, so use them often. I traced and cut out a place for the eyes. Here, we're going to extend the dome with about 1.5 inches of foam to give him that frosting effect and make him longer. I put a mark in the middle where I want the teeth to be. I'm doing the same thing for the back of the head, where I just eyeballed out some waves. This part does not need to be perfect. I did this in 2 pieces, but you could do 1 long piece all around the head. He's all glued together now. We took him outside and sanded the seams. For his candle, I'm going to use a yellow party blowout. We don't need that. We're just going to create a hole at the top of his head. Now I'm going to be using some air dry foam clay. We're going to place this around his eyes to create more dimension. After this, I'm going to seal the foam with a couple coats of Plasti Dip, or you can use Podge. After he's done drying, I'm going to paint him mostly with bright magenta and then blend it out to fuchsia. For his candle, I'm going to use a plastic flame from a tea light with a LED string light. To keep them together, I'm going to tape the flame to the LED string light with electric tape. This will also give it that extra bulk to fit inside the party blowout. I'm using a resin mold and air dry foam clay to create the eyeballs. I'm kneading out the clay to get rid of any air pockets. Next, I'll place it into the mold. Now I take it out and I have an eyeball. Any marks created during this process can be sanded out later. Do that for both eyes, but don't drop it like I just did. Whoops. After sealing, I'm going to do a couple coats of white. For the eyelids, I'm going to take 2 pieces of foam and glue them. Pro tip, if I were to do this again, I would actually glue the foam eyelids on before sealing the eyeballs. Be better than me. After this, I glue them inside the head. I printed out Carl's pupils and glued them down with Mod Podge. For his teeth, I created a paper template to make sure I liked the size, and then I cut them out onto some white foam and glued them inside the head. For the bottom part, I made a cylinder that was about 4 3/8 of an inch in height. I'm using Carl's head as a reference to decide how big to make the bottom. To create that cupcake effect, I used foam dowels. I cut out 25 pieces that were 4 3/8 of an inch from the dowels. Using a ruler made this process super easy. We glued the 25 pieces all along the cylinder like so. He's all glued and I'm making sure the proportions match up. I sealed him and now we're going to paint him with a light brown and dark brown. I made a lid for the bottom part to place the lights and help keep its circular shape. And now he's all done, and he lights up. And that's how I made Carl from Five Nights at Freddy. Alright, here he is next to me. I love the size. Thought it's really nice. It's big enough, but not too big. And he even survived a move and still looks pretty good. But now, we have to throw him out the window because he's haunted. He's gonna come to life and murder us in our sleep. Okay, but if you enjoyed this, let me know. And if you have any questions, also let me know. Thank you for watching, and remember to be plucky. See you later.